The directors of the Trumpeters multi-track competition have decided to record Erik Morales' Within Sacred Walls individually with our own distinct styles.
The three of us wanted to record this piece and showcase how 3 different recordings by 3 different people can be completely different. Just take the audio, for example. You could have 3 performances by 3 people and the audio would be completely different. Add into that, you have different video recording styles, video editing styles, and your overall presentation of the video makes it a completely different piece between the 3 of us. It just goes to show that just because somebody else has recorded something doesn't mean that you shouldn't either.
With that, we just wanted to take the time to show our video and audio editing processes while also showcasing what we think is unique about our video compared to the other directors.
The approach I chose to take to my video is heavily dependent on 2 main factors. The first of those factors is subtlety. At first listen, you might not notice that the tempo never stays the same for 8 bars. Most of the tempo changes are subtle enough that you wouldn't notice they were there, and yet if they weren't there, you would feel like something was missing. There are lots of subtle changes to lighting to complement this. This was extremely important because I wanted to make sure that what I did wasn't taking away from the integrity of the piece. Anything that seemed to distract from the piece itself, I ultimately took out and considered something different. The second factor was the use of color associations. These colors help to communicate certain emotions that happen throughout the piece. Purple for sorrow, red for sacrifice, pink for relief, green for growth, etc., etc. I had a fun tug-of-war with the use of these colors in order to effectively communicate the conflicting feelings of emotions, once again making sure that I wasn't doing too much so that the colors weren't taking away from the overall integrity of the piece.
Before I even started recording, I knew one way that I was going to be different than Marcus and Brandon with my presentation. I wanted to include my bass trumpet in this one, and in order to help bridge the gap between bass trumpet and regular trumpet, I used a flugelhorn. Then, I played the first part on an E-flat trumpet for a little bit of extra shine and sparkle. When I was mixing my audio, I purposely chose a very long and splashy reverb in order to emulate what it's like being in an old European cathedral. I recorded all of my videos in front of a green screen, much like I'm doing now. Then, when I was video editing, I took an opportunity to showcase something that I do. Every time I play in a church in real life, I take a picture of it if I really like the space. This was the perfect chance to show all of those pictures of churches that I've played in real life that kind of get the sound that you heard in the recording.
I really enjoy Morales' Within Sacred Walls because it's truly a trumpet choir piece and not a trumpet ensemble piece. You can really hear this from the harmonies as they're more chorale-like than anything else. I didn't want to ruin this with a click track as that will make it strictly in time. So instead, I conducted and sang through so I can feel the ebbs and flows of tempo and time to get more of a fluid action of the chorale. I felt this was very dramatic, and funny enough, it was snowing the day of. So I had my camera out and I decided to record the snow falling down. And I did so the next morning, and it showed a dramatic change of no snow to all snow. These 2 ideas created this drama that united beautifully, so I decided to combine the both and finish my final product.
Each of us are releasing our own videos on our private YouTube channels, but if you go check out the Trumpeters Multi-Track Competition website and our YouTube channel, you can find a back-to-back-to-back comparison of all 3 videos.
If you're still interested in being part of the Trumpeters Multi-Track Competition, our deadline is February 12th, 2021 for your video submission. Hope to see your video soon.